Vandals have targeted the Premier's electorate office in Bendigo for the third time this year. Jacinta Allen slammed the actions of the activists as disgraceful and senseless, but couldn't find the same level of frustration while addressing Victoria's youth crime crisis.
The Premier keen to prove she's not faint of heart.
Unacceptable, it's disgraceful, and I utterly condemn anyone associated with this organisation.
Jacinta Allen launched a verbal attack against a group of vandals who smashed windows and graffitied her Bendigo office.
Come out into the daylight. Come and have the conversation. Come and have the policy discussion that is consistent with our democratic right in this state and in this nation.
It's the third time this year her electorate office has been targeted.
I am deeply concerned for the safety of my staff and all staff.
But as the Premier's anger boiled over after learning she'd become a victim of crime, she watered down the government's stance on the state's youth crime crisis.
Well, I think if you ask any victim of crime, they would say that there is a problem here with youth offending.
The government is in its second day of crisis talks ahead of further discussions next week, which will now involve the Premier.
Not shied away at all from the fact that we know that we have a particular group of youth offenders. They are engaging in repeat behaviour.
Another talk, another meeting does nothing to allay the fears of Victorians about this issue.
The state government will look into strengthening bail laws for repeat offenders.
Everything is on the table, and I'm not going to stand here today having said that and rule things in or out.
There are changes that were in place for a number of years that we could put back in place tomorrow to make sure that there are consequences for this.
Still, the Premier won't use the C word.
But it feels like there's a hesitancy to use the term. No, consider it a crisis?
No, I consider, well, the reason, what I'm focused on is making sure that victims of crime, their voices are heard absolutely clearly in this process.
Jessica Maggio for 10 News First.